I'm about to lose everything that I've ever cared about, and I have no idea how to save it. But you do. Hi, Peanut. I'm gonna need you to come with me right now.
Look, lady, I'm not interested.
You were always the wrong guy.
Hey guys, welcome back to Pattern Time. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you are new, welcome to the channel. I hope you do like this review and our other reactions and reviews on our channel. Definitely take a look at that. You would have seen by the title, obviously, that this is a Deadpool and Wolverine review. We did see it only yesterday on the 25th. So yeah, we're gonna go through a lot of things today and see what we think about the film anyway. We just want to say a quick thank you to you all for allowing us to get to 200 subscribers. We honestly appreciate you guys so much as our, small journey and just, joining YouTube not too long ago. So yeah, we just appreciate you so much and we thank you very much for just engaging with us and being on this journey with us as well. Thank you for all your engagement and your views and everything. We really appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna get straight into our review, so please like, comment and subscribe if this is your thing, and again check out our other reviews and reactions and other things on the channel as well.
And to remember,
yes, and definitely spoiler alert because
it's
only a day old. So for you guys that haven't seen it, definitely go and watch it first and then come and check out what we have to say about it. But if you're fine with spoilers, no problem, you can join us because this is a spoiler review. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. We won't recap or anything. We'll just talk about the storyline in general. Obviously, we know for the writing that Ryan Reynolds had a lot of control on the writing. Not that he solely did it because he didn't, but he had a lot of say,
creative,
and in the film in general with the writing, the directing, the producing, everything.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what did we think of the storyline? Obviously, we know that TVA was a big part of it, which was coming off from Loki. I think that was season 1 and 2. So we know that the TVA was a massive part of it. So what did we think about that link? And obviously that was the link that was introducing him also to the MCU.
I mean, I guess the reason that the TVA approached Deadpool in the first place was because Paradox said that his higher-ups deemed Deadpool as special or important, which wasn't really explained why specifically he was important or special. They didn't specify that, did they?
No, they did not. No, they did not.
I would say that's a bit because why did they choose him to not save his universe, because he actually said his universe was dead. But why did they choose him specifically from that universe to work for the TVA?
Yeah, and I think before the film even came out, we kind of thought that, the TVA is coming to Deadpool because Deadpool did something that he wasn't supposed to do. So we thought that was supposed to be the case, but that didn't even happen.
Which is what Deadpool even mentioned, but he said no, it has nothing to do with that.
So, and that's what everyone thought, he's done something he wasn't supposed to do, and it wasn't even anything to do with that.
Yeah. So I think in that case, I mean, I don't think it's a major thing, but I think maybe to specify why the senior people, why the top people wanted Deadpool specifically.
Yeah.
Especially because Deadpool's not a hero, he's a mercenary, he's an anti-hero. So
there probably could have been a stronger reason to bring him to the MCU rather than
maybe him being an anti-hero is why they chose him, because he wouldn't be so opposed to the wrong thing. Whereas if it was a hero, their moral code is tunnel.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
But also it could be the very fact that this was supposed to be. I know we get onto this later. Because this was supposed to be, everybody loves Deadpool. So because this is supposed to be now trying to get Marvel back on track, even if it didn't seem an obvious choice to choose Deadpool, it would have been brilliant for the fans to use this film or to use Deadpool to bring things back in line. And it could just simply be that.
Yeah, but then that's fine if that's Marvel's reason. If that's Marvel's reason, that's fine. But in terms of the storyline, that doesn't add up with exactly.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Exactly.
And lastly, did we even know that there was what do they call it? A particular person.
An
anchor.
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
No, we didn't know.
Oh, so that was new.
This was new.
And obviously what we were discussing was the fact that obviously fine if you want to bring like this anchor, there's an anchor to like each timeline,
unit, yeah.
and obviously once that anchor dies, then the timeline starts going all fuzzy or whatever,
Yeah.
which is fine.
That's fine.
But I think our thing was like, okay, so obviously in this film, Wolverine is Deadpool's anchor in his timeline, but his timeline was Logan, and obviously Logan's dead.
Yeah.
So our thing was, but why is Wolverine the anchor? Because they didn't touch on that at all. It was just he was the anchor. But it's like, okay, but why Wolverine? Why is he the anchor?
Why Wolverine?
They didn't explain that at all.
They
just skipped over it.
Also, where did this anchor thing even come from?
Yeah.
And also, I don't think there should be a one-person figure that holds together the universe.
Yeah. And
And what is that?
And the very fact, if the anchor dies, you can't just bring somebody from another
Exactly.
universe
Which
to
is
replace the anchor.
Yeah.
Because
which is what he tried to do.
Which is obviously what he was trying to do.
So maybe that was a bit woolly, but that didn't.
So then obviously in terms of the storyline and the main objective of this movie, that means that Deadpool's universe, which is our universe, is still in danger. Because the anchor's still gone.
No, but that was all.
No,
He didn't save his universe.
No, but
he just stopped Cassandra Nova from destroying all the multiverse.
Oh, that's true.
He didn't save his universe.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah, he
point.
did.
No, he didn't.
No,
How?
They were all still there.
He said. Remember, he said the universe will be destroyed in millions of years.
Yeah, it just won't be anytime soon.
Exactly. Yeah. So that means he didn't save his universe.
Wolverine now.
No,
But
that's
it's not the same Wolverine.
Because even Paradox said you can't just bring someone from another universe and replace him.
Yeah.
That means their universe is still in danger.
It's just not now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's some question marks with the story, but
because then if that's the case, if their universe is still in danger, that should have been like I'm skipping ahead, but that could have been in the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
It wasn't even cleared up whether he saved his universe or whether he didn't. But I don't believe he did.
But they gave off the impression that he did.
Yeah, but I don't see why. Because Paradox even said Wolverine can't replace the Logan that died.
Yeah.
And when he stopped Cassandra, he stopped Cassandra from destroying all universes.
Yes. Yeah.
So they kind of like didn't revisit that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a bit.
So they need to kind of clarify that in
but
future movies.
It wasn't too bad.
But since we mentioned Cassandra, then what do we think of obviously Cassandra? Obviously from our trailer reaction, we thought it was Asian one.
Yeah.
You guys cleared that up already, so we know obviously that she is the evil twin of like Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
So what do we think of how she did actually, Cassandra?
I think she played the role very well.
I think she did really good.
I think she played it
and
really
obviously,
well.
if anyone's watched The Crown out there, I don't know if any American folks have seen The Crown, but she is actually the young Princess Diana. I knew that from time, but so props to her.
Oh yeah,
props to her because she's come a long way. She's done really well.
Yeah, I think she.
She played it really well.
Yeah. I think she did really good.
Yeah, she played it really well in terms of an acting point of view.
Yeah.
And obviously the character was
Powerful.
Yeah,
man.
she was really good. But the way she was going into the head,
with the
fingers and with the hands.
And the thing is,
no, it was sick.
Yeah.
But they took it from Scarlet Witch.
They did, and I was going to touch on that because
definitely
it's definitely very similar. But like even the way like her hands would go through the fingers, it legit looked like.
It looked real.
Like even when she was through the cheek, she was proper through the cheek.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was uncomfortable.
And even there was somebody that she was controlling, and in not in their head, but in her power, she snapped his neck.
Pyro.
Is it Pyro?
Towards the end, I think.
It was some.
No, I don't think it was Pyro.
No, I don't think it was.
No, but whoever she did it to, that was exactly what Scarlet Witch did to Professor X.
Okay.
In Multiverse.
It was Pyro towards the end.
No, I don't think it was Pyro.
But anyway,
it was
Pyro.
When he came back and then boom. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
That was definitely what Scarlet Witch did.
Definitely took it from that.
Yeah, and maybe they did it obviously because he's the sister. She's the sister, so maybe they.
But she's completely gone now.
But maybe they did take it from that as well as a little nugget to show that, there's a similarity there.
What, between her and Scarlet Witch?
Oh, that's
not necessarily. Maybe, but just the fact that to take snippets of it to kind of give something else. Maybe there's meaning behind it.
Oh,
maybe.
Right.
Maybe you never know with Marvel, innit?
Yeah,
maybe,
that's true.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But she did well. It's a shame if you don't see her again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess one villain is one villain. You don't really make many appearances.
Yeah.
And I guess the way the storyline was, Cassandra Nova wasn't really the main villain of the movie, because obviously it started off with Deadpool trying to save his universe, he wasn't necessarily trying to stop TVA, but he was
No.
trying to save his universe, fought the TVA a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just turned out that Cassandra Nova became the villain
Yeah.
because the
Paradox.
TVA turned against her.
Yeah.
So now she's like, well, then I'm gonna kill all of you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't as straightforward as she's the villain of the movie.
Because it's really could be the TVA and
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
This is
definitely
what I'm
the two
saying.
of them. But I think it's a little bit maybe in this film that they kind of tried to show the TVA and maybe in a good
dark
light.
In a good light.
In terms of like at the end, like with that I don't know her name, but like the girl that was from Loki.
Yeah.
You know, they weren't good.
Yeah.
They weren't good in the
he
series.
was, he was just a bad guy in the
They weren't good in the series, so I guess in that sense, not Paradox, but like the others, maybe they kind of like tried to show that good light a little bit.
It wasn't that they weren't good in the series. Remember that in the series, they didn't know the truth behind the TVA.
Okay, yeah, no, they didn't because it was Ravonna.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But now she does.
But in terms of the
fair
villain,
enough,
I think she played it really well.
But in general, like obviously we've already discussed about different things, but do we think that the storyline in a way worked?
I think it was a good storyline.
Yeah, I think it
was a good storyline. Maybe there's gaps, but it was a good storyline.
Yeah. Obviously following on from then the storyline, obviously the humour. So we know a lot of Deadpool's character is his humour.
Yeah.
So let's go into the humour side of it. It was very humorous. It was very funny.
Yeah.
Like we were cracking up. The whole cinema's just cracking up.
Yeah.
So
Deadpool's
From a
hilarious.
humour point of view, smashed it.
there was
for
a lot
sure.
of humour in
Smashed
this film.
Yeah.
Smashed it.
I think, I don't know. I mean, for me, I think Deadpool is like that anyway. But it's just like, you know, like with certain humour, and they put like, but the humour is not like child-friendly humour.
Well, exactly.
It's called
Yeah.
dark
So
humor.
it's just like,
Dark
it's a bit
humour.
much.
But also with the child-friendly humour, even though I agree with it, it's not supposed to be child-friendly because it's
I know.
Deadpool.
And
And also,
It's not supposed to be.
to be. Like, obviously, Disney and Marvel have bought Deadpool now.
Yeah.
So they did tame
They
a
will water
few
it down a bit.
things that he was
Did they
fully
tame
essentially
anything?
Fox before, wasn't he?
Yeah, 20th century
Yeah.
Fox,
So
I don't think
they
tamed
did
anything.
tame. No, they did.
Yeah,
they
they
tamed.
did.
They tamed the sexual aspect of Deadpool
Definitely.
much more.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, those scenes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
to
no
be
scenes
honest,
to have in this film.
Yeah,
there wasn't because he wasn't with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And the second movie didn't really have much. It was the
No.
first movie that was pretty bad.
No, it's yes.
So yeah, but otherwise he was the same. I definitely think there was more swearing in this movie than his original two.
Yeah.
There
Which
was
we'll
so
go
into.
because it wasn't just him. It was Wolverine.
Yeah.
It was Deadpool.
It was his lodger or his tenant.
There
Yeah.
was
She was
so
swearing.
Yeah,
much
there was a
swearing.
lot of
So
that.
much
So much
swearing.
swearing.
And we'll definitely
And I
get
know
into
that, and I know that swearing is normal in society, but for us and this channel, it just seemed over because obviously
Yeah.
we
A
don't
bit
swear,
OTT.
you know.
Yeah.
So we have
it was just a bit much
it was
for
a bit
us.
much, yeah.
For us anyway, it was just
Yeah.
a bit much.
But it didn't spoil anything.
No,
but it
because we
was-
know Deadpool is like that.
He's
It's
like
just
that.
it's just a bit much. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
But definitely but like what was really funny, like the whole intro scene was of him
Yeah.
fighting the TVA, but all the dancing moves and it's just
That
like,
was
what
so
is he
fun.
doing?
That
And
was
like
hilarious.
and dancing to the song is like bye bye bye. It's like oh my.
Brilliant.
That was hilarious.
He's so dumb.
Absolutely
Like
hilarious.
He is so stupid.
He is so dumb.
But he's so funny.
So
I
funny.
love Deadpool.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like,
yeah,
oh.
and obviously we were touching it on like in the cinema as well. Like Ryan Reynolds, he is
Ryan Reynolds is
so
brilliant.
good
He's
as
brilliant.
Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds is
Like
brilliant.
He's brilliant. He's
he
found
really
his-
suits
he's found
Deadpool
his
so
niche.
bad.
He does.
Even
Yeah.
when he's not playing Deadpool and he's just doing interviews, he literally is Deadpool.
He's naturally
Like,
humorous. If you watch his interviews,
Yeah.
he's naturally like that.
So it's-
maybe a little
yeah.
bit extra for the character,
Yeah.
but he's naturally humorous.
Yeah, if
he was born to play Deadpool.
He was just so good. Like the humor was
He's brilliant.
on point. Just really on his side. Like I think there was some times where like Wolverine maybe would try and give those funny, those jokes a little bit. But it's just Deadpool really. Deadpool really.
Yeah, because
Deadpool.
Wolverine is not that
he's
character.
serious.
Like Wolverine
Yeah.
would be funny in a different way.
In a serious,
not
yeah.
like humorous. Like
Yeah.
it's because he's either being too serious.
Yeah,
or,
yeah,
Because he never
yeah.
tried to be humorous.
Yeah.
So not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And obviously,
Yeah.
it might be a minor thing, but I feel like for us comic fans and also Wolverine fans, like Josh, he was saying bub a lot. Maybe,
Oh,
okay.
bub.
I think he
yeah.
overdid it sometimes.
Is that
No,
what
that's
is that?
Wolverine.
But
No, I'm not saying that it's not. I think some places it sounded like it was forced out.
But I actually think, to be honest,
Sometimes it was natural.
think that he probably should have said it more. In terms of how much he says it in the comics, I think he should have said it more. But we love to see Bob.
But I think, absolutely. But I think because that is just a part of Wolverine, that's just what he says.
Yeah.
But there were times where it's like the word could have been used in other scenes and it could have been taken out in some.
Yes.
It felt like you were overdoing it in some.
Yeah.
But in other scenes, could have been nice to have it in there.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was
not. And to also
not
briefly
a
touch
balance.
on the trailers as well, I think there were parts of the trailers that were in the movie that was just like, you guys just threw it in there.
Yes,
it didn't need to be there.
I agree.
You just threw it in.
I agree.
It was one when
in my world you're well regarded. That part.
Yeah, not that well regarded.
Yeah. You were always the wrong guy.
Yeah.
That did misplaced.
The way I don't know the way they did it in the movie was just like
it didn't work.
It didn't need to be
didn't
there.
work. I agree.
Again, not a major thing, but it's just something that I touched on when I was watching it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think I think most of the cameos.
Yeah, we'll get into the cameos later. Yeah. Sorry guys, we'll get into the cameos, but no. Well, we're touching on humor, so we'll touch on because we touched on the swearing, so we'll touch on the innuendos now. So obviously, very briefly, it doesn't have to be long, but just very briefly, obviously. You guys can see on our banner that we are a saved family, we are a Christian family,
and in our bio.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So obviously the one particular one there was a few, but the one particular one that I think we didn't really like was Wolverine being crucified. Yeah. Now, obviously, we found out that it is in the comics.
So we know it is.
So
comic,
we found out
definitely.
that it is comics.
Yeah.
But it's just one of those things where it may be to be sensitive. They shouldn't have put it on the big screen.
Yeah.
It can be the comics is the comics. That's the foundation.
Yeah.
But there's many Wolverines from many different universes. That particular one didn't need to be shown because it just didn't look right for Christians. I'm sorry. But
the very fact as well. I agree with you, Sarai. But the very fact that he was supposed to be Marvel's Jesus.
Even that.
Maybe that was the reason why they even put the cross scene up there as well.
But that's too much.
Even using that phrase alone, because when we heard it from the first trailer, it was just a bit much. Like, why do you need to be
called Marvel's
Jesus?
Saviour?
And this is what we said.
And he said that as well. But
so this is why we're saying that there was many innuendos. There was that. There was Marvel Jesus. There was I'm the Messiah.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Yeah.
It's not. When you take it to a certain level, it becomes not funny anymore. It's just like it's not that. There's other ways, but
there's other ways.
It didn't spoil the film, but it's just for us.
And obviously, as when it comes to comedy, I know that part of comedians, well, not all of them, but part of comedians' routine is to
touch on those sensitive stuff.
It is
absolutely.
like Chris Rock, maybe that's why.
Maybe that's a good point.
Yeah. And as Joshua said,
cameos,
we are going to talk about the cameos. Yeah.
Definitely.
Let's go through let's quickly go through the cameos. So first one was my guy Chris Evans. Come on now. And he was Mr. Johnny Storm. Yeah. That was brilliant. I'm sorry because when I saw him come here, he had the scarf. Everyone was like, who's that? I saw the blue sleeves and I said, that's Johnny.
I didn't see the blue sleeves.
I didn't see anything.
I saw his arms. I was like, that's Johnny. Then everyone was waiting. Flame on. I was like,
God. The whole cinema.
He was waiting. Deadpool was waiting to say Avengers Assemble.
Yeah. Because it was like Captain.
Yeah.
But oh my God, yeah. And honestly, yeah. Brilliant. So the whole cinema went crazy. The one that we watching, the whole cinema went crazy. We were clapping, we were screaming.
Yes.
They brought back Johnny Storm.
Oh my God! And it's the original guy.
And you know what? It showed Chris Evans' ability as an actor as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because he didn't
completely changed.
Yeah, that's
from the way he acted with Captain America.
He still got it in
exactly how Johnny Storm was.
But to be honest, he wasn't acting like.
He's a bit older.
No, but
maybe that's why.
Older.
Maybe that's why.
Older, but still.
But he still wasn't acting like Captain America.
No. So he still got that Johnny in him.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
But after that, obviously, you guys stop me if I'm if I don't think of all of that.
I don't know if I'm going to think of it in order.
No, probably not. So I'm just going to kind of name them through. Obviously, we know about all the X-Men stuff that were in the trailers, like Toad. There's one guy we're going to touch on, I think, because we were. The other one that we were confused about, the red one, because we think it was Nightcrawler.
No. I had no idea.
I told you.
That's what we were thinking, but he was doing everything Nightcrawler was doing, so we were like, that can't be him.
They got the same extra.
I don't know. I don't really remember him. He was in the original films.
He sounds so familiar.
He wasn't in X-Men.
He was. It's the original character and in the X-Men.
You mean
He was
from
in one of
X-Men?
the X-Men movies. I don't know which one.
Yeah, because it wasn't X-Men 1 till Last Stand.
Okay.
He was
Azazel
I
in-
do
sounds
not
familiar.
remember him
So
being
that's
in that.
Azazel.
But anyway, yeah, so we got some of
Yeah.
the X-Men characters. Obviously, we got Pyro, Colossus was in it at some point.
Yeah, Pyro. Yeah, but
Juggernaut.
Colossus.
He
has
was
been
Not
in
in
really,
it.
obviously, he was
Yeah.
already in it. Juggernaut,
Juggernaut, yeah.
Sabretooth.
Sabretooth,
Sabretooth.
so a few of the
Lady
X-Men.
Deathstrike.
No.
What's she?
Yes,
No.
she was there.
Who?
No.
Where?
She was.
And
Remember
in the
the one with
trailer?
the long
Nels.
thing? Yeah,
She
that's
wasn't
her.
there.
And
She
she
was.
was
No,
there.
she was in the trailer, not the
Who's in
movie.
the trailer?
Are you sure?
Yeah,
didn't see her in
that's,
the film.
oh, by the way,
Oh,
that's
sure.
one thing I was saying in the car when we were on our way home. That's one thing I did not like because Lady Deathstrike was in the trailer and she was not in the movie. If I'm wrong,
We
put
didn't
it in
see
the
her.
comments
I didn't
because
see any.
No.
I did not
I
see
thought
Lady
she was standing
Deathstrike.
right
Yeah.
next to Azazel in the fight.
Oh, maybe.
I didn't see
Oh,
it.
maybe, but
Well, if any of you have recognised that
yeah,
scene,
please
'cause
let
we
us
don't
know.
recall.
Yeah.
We
Please
don't
let us know
recall.
because, and also if she was in that scene, why did she not fire?
Yeah.
Wolverine was literally right there.
Yeah.
No, I don't
Anyway.
think they put her in the
yeah.
movie in the
Carry on
end.
with
But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then-
Let's not move on to the next cameo.
Yeah, let's
because I
not.
think that's where the most of the talk is
Yeah,
going to
so
come
then
from.
let's touch
But
on
let's touch on the
Sabretooth.
X-Men. And
Let's
that
touch
is
on Sabretooth
Sabretooth.
because Sabretooth
Yeah.
did not need to be there.
Poor.
You killed him in 2 seconds.
Yes,
Yeah.
Paul. You know what that reminded? what did
Yes.
that remind me of?
They did it in multiverse.
Multiverse
I said it to
Madness.
Sarai.
What's the point?
They introduced these characters, then killed them within like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And it
So it's
wasn't,
like-
and you know what it was, yeah? It's the fact that you killed Sabretooth in 2 seconds. Maybe Wolverine's better than Sabretooth. Actually, he obviously is. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not gonna
But
happen.
come on, you're not going to
That's
kill
a
him.
proper,
Yeah.
That should have been a
Yeah,
proper
well,
fight.
It
would
should have been a
Yeah.
proper fight. I'm
Yeah.
thinking the reason they probably didn't make it a proper fight is because we've seen them fight.
Yeah.
They fought in the original movies.
Yeah.
But don't bring him in there.
Yeah, that was a bit
Yeah.
weak.
Don't
Yeah.
bring him in then.
That was a
And
bit
then
weak.
also, Pyro versus Human Torch.
Yeah.
Are we being
Lie.
serious?
Yeah.
It's a lie.
Are we
Well, sorry,
actually
all
being
of these
serious?
are-
Yeah.
That's a lie.
Are we
Yeah.
actually being
No,
serious
no.
that he's beating Human Torch?
No, he's not.
I don't
Sorry.
really know.
And
And even if he is not like that,
No.
And you know what
No.
the Sabretooth one
Human
reminded me
Torch was
of?
wasted as well, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
yeah, he was.
Yeah, but again,
It was
it's
only
kind
supposed to be a little cameo.
Again, it's like
Yeah.
what you said because we've already seen them. It's not like
Yeah.
we need to see them again. It's just to
Yeah.
say,
Yeah,
okay, Fantastic
possibly.
Four's coming, Sabretooth is coming.
Possibly.
It's probably just
Obviously,
yeah.
that the cameos wasn't the main,
Yeah.
yeah.
point of the
It's
movie.
obviously just an
So
opportunity
it's just little
to,
snippets. I
yeah,
mean, the
introduce
the
them.
snippets were sick. No, it was nice to see the characters.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you
some of
touched
them
on
they
the
just
characters.
didn't deliver.
Yeah.
But
with
before
it.
we touch on the other characters,
Yeah.
what it did remind me of, I know we're gonna switch universe here, the Aquaman film. You remember the beach right at the end, the one that
Oh
we
yeah,
got?
yeah.
And then one
Oh
thing
yes,
dead.
one throw.
The villain.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
right at the
yeah.
end. Remember that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
we pointed at what was the
One
point?
throw.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
throw dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. So obviously, yes, let's lead into like the big cameos, okay? So we
Yeah.
know, so this
Yeah.
is like the group, yeah? So first we had Blade, then we had
Blade,
Oh,
Wesley
Snipes.
Snipes.
Oh, Wesley Snipes,
Wesley
okay?
Snipes.
So the OG guy is back, yeah?
OG.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
And
we got
there's no
him,
other Blade.
as you said in the film.
Yeah.
So we've got him, we got, I don't know if this happened in order, but
No,
we've
yeah.
got
Gambit.
Elektra,
Electra.
then we've got
Jennifer
Gambit.
Garner.
Jennifer
Yeah,
Garner.
look
Sorry,
at it.
yeah, sorry.
Jennifer Garner. Elektra.
Yeah, then we got Gambit, Channing Tatum, which we'll talk on well deserved. Which we'll talk
well
on.
deserved.
And we knew X-23 was going to be.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
X23.
All it was really good to see
Yeah.
X23, and she's so grown.
And that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
X23, yeah, she's grown up. It's the same girl.
Yeah, it was just those
Same
four.
girl.
Those four.
Yeah, those
Those
four.
four.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna definitely start with Channing Tatum. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Gambit
Did
was
very well.
absolutely
Gambit was brilliant.
sick. Yeah.
Gambit was
and I'm gonna be
brilliant.
honest. I don't really know much about Gambit.
No, Gambit.
Yeah?
Oh,
I don't
my
really know
God,
much
yeah,
about
that's
Gambit.
right.
So
Yeah.
before this, I didn't really have a clue about him.
He was in one film.
In the
I
screen.
think.
Not in the
Okay.
X-Men.
That's what I heard.
Okay,
Oh,
not
okay.
in the original 3 then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, he wasn't
but
in it.
in this year,
Mm.
he did brilliant. Like the
Yeah.
He was
humor was there,
brilliant.
like his accent, everything
Very,
was
very good.
everything
He
was
did very
there.
well.
He did
And
very well.
for me, anyway, because I don't really know Gambit, but I know that Channing Tatum was supposed to play Gambit years ago because
Yeah,
they were
they
filming
cancelled it,
everything
yeah.
and then they cancelled it. And I know, and he was very disappointed
yeah.
on that because they were pretty much finished with it and then they scrapped it.
Yeah.
So props to him, and I'm glad they got him back. I'm glad they came through for him after everything that he had gone through. So props to him. He
And I
did
hope we see him
amazing.
again.
And I
really hope we
he
see him
comes
again.
back.
Yeah, I hope
He
we see
was
him.
brilliant.
and he was sick.
brilliant.
The fighting which we were getting.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He played him. Wait, sorry, Daddy. He played him so well. That's number one. He looked like him bad.
Yes.
He looked like him bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
He sound well. I was told he sounds like him. I didn't even know
No,
Gambit
he
had
did.
that.
I
accent.
did.
Yeah,
I
Gambit's
did not.
French. Yeah.
I did not know this.
No.
But
They're
anyway,
only saying
He's
that
French.
Gambit is
I
not
think he
as
is French,
built
isn't
as Chad.
yeah.
He's more slimmer.
Gambit slimmer,
But,
and he's
but I don't
taller.
think that mattered.
I don't know. He didn't because he
it's
suited
It's
him.
not a major thing.
He
is
suited
it?
him.
It's not a major thing.
But then and so
Right.
touch on the other ones.
No, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Now, I mean, obviously we said Gambit's brilliant, but the fighting,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
stuff,
but-
the cards. Do you know
The cards,
when
yeah.
when
the card,
Gambit? No, it wasn't when Gambit came on the scene. Obviously, when Gambit. No, first of all, when these 4 people came, not 4 people, it was 3 people. Those were the main ones.
Yeah.
with
So when the
extra-
3 people came on, we went nuts.
Yeah,
Yes.
cinema.
And
I
I
think
think
I
we
went
were
more
the
with
loudest.
Blade.
The whole
Yes.
cinema, but we were the loudest.
We were the-
Oh
Blade,
my
for
gosh.
me, it was Blade.
For me, it was Channing Tatum.
Blade was sick.
For me,
For me, it was
Blade.
Channing Tatum. That did that.
For
sent
me, it was like they brought Wesley
and
Snipes.
Electra.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Me, I clapped for
Electra,
every
yeah.
single
It
one
was
of them.
Blade,
Yeah, every
man.
single one of them.
And then when Gambit was fighting in
Oh,
the scene,
yes.
because
brilliant.
Joshua
man.
was sitting behind me, I looked at Joshua. I was like, Joshua, are you seeing Gambit? Because we're Gambit.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no,
He
he
was
was
bad,
sick.
man.
Oh my gosh, he was
If not
sick.
the best one out of all of them.
I agree.
Oh my gosh, he was so good.
I agree.
I
Anyway.
love the Blade still. I did love
Yeah,
the Blade.
Blade
That
was nice to
that
see
was-
Blade.
That was
No,
a
Blade
nice
was-
touch.
Blade was
nice,
sick.
nice.
Yeah.
I like the
I'm
spinning
not
of
a
the
Blade
guns.
person,
Because
but yeah.
Yeah.
maybe they don't need to put him in the new Blade film when it comes now.
Yeah.
Because he's made
That's
this.
true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And for him to do that line to say, and there was no other Blade,
Yeah,
and then Ryan
yeah.
Reynolds looks around at the camera, like he knows that there is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
with
very
Blade, because I said this to Daddy, because Daddy's a Blade fan.
Yeah,
Neither
Blade's
one
a
of us are
bad
Blade
man.
fans. Daddy's the Blade fan. So I
Yeah,
said to
no,
Daddy,
yeah.
you know what they could have done? What I would have liked them to do is if they gave Blade his catchphrases from the original
Oh, right,
movies.
yeah.
You said he did one, but who
He
knows
did
that one?
I knew it.
Like,
And what was it?
Oh, I can't remember right now. I
Okay.
can't remember right now. But if it comes back
Yeah.
to me,
but like, what did you say? It was keep your friends.
oh, enemies close. Keep your friends close. Your enemies closer.
Yeah, like
He did
something
in
like
the,
that.
in the game.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. Just a little
yeah.
catchphrase.
I remember the game from back on the
Yeah.
Yeah, the game.
back in the
Yeah,
The
PS2
game was
days,
sick.
yeah.
The game was sick.
Yeah,
for sure.
but he was sick.
Yeah.
Very nice to see him. Electra, very nice to see her.
Yeah, man.
She could have done more, but it's fine.
She could have done
It's
more.
fine.
She
You
could
know,
have done more,
yeah.
definitely.
But-
But then, yes, definitely now
Oh.
because we've seen the cameos. So now let's go into the fight scenes. Again, we've already touched on
All
Gambit
right,
being
okay.
sick.
Just very quickly, that it was when he says that some, swear words.
Okay.
Like to
Oh,
skate
I heard
uphill.
that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
heard that
He
one.
did that in the film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
In
even
one of
knows
his
that
own
one.
films.
You have to be a Blade fan to know that. But
No, for sure.
yeah,
But
so
yeah,
touch on the
because we
fight
touched on
scenes.
earlier about Gambit being sick and fighting. So let's talk about the fight scenes in the whole film, really, just in
The
general.
fight scenes were
All the
brilliant.
fights.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say, is I just think. Obviously, there was a lot of comedy in the film, and like Deadpool and Wolverine were like constantly fighting. I just think sometimes it was just overdone. It's just like, oh my days again,
Because they can't die.
and that's what it's like.
I
They're
didn't
just
think
stabbing
that.
each other up, and it's
I
like no
didn't
one,
think that, to be
like
honest.
no one can die here. Like
I didn't think that.
but it's like every minute they were fighting and just
No,
stab,
it's-
stab, stab, stab.
It's supposed to be a joke because they can't
Yeah.
die.
I
Yeah.
know.
So I didn't think
I
it was
know.
a problem. I
I didn't think it was-
Wait,
It's
hold
just like,
on.
again?
Wait, hold on. Pause. With Wolverine, is one of Wolverine's death cutting off his head? Is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deadpool can cut off his head,
but
no?
the thing is, all of Wolverine's skeleton is made of adamantium.
Oh,
you're
so
not
it have to
cutting
be a
off
specific
anyway.
sword.
Yeah, you're not cutting it off
Fine,
anyway.
fine. Yeah, so that's why they can't die.
They can't.
Yeah,
No, but
it was
that's-
funny. It was funny,
The
but it's
scenes
just
were
like
brilliant.
again and again they're just fighting.
Right.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning, it started off the film with that fight scene with
Yeah.
all the TV agents.
Yeah.
The fight scenes was
And
just
the last one that was
amazing.
fight
funny,
scenes
they're
were
just fighting in the
brilliant.
car, and then
Very
and then when
boring.
X and 23
Very
comes,
boring.
and then he's just taped up in this like seatbelt or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Very, very,
Very good,
bloody.
very
but then
bloody.
it is obviously.
I think
R-rated
the
film,
fights, the fight scenes were really good, and the fight scenes
Yeah.
between Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm glad that they took the stance of stalemate.
Yes.
Because you know
Yeah.
sometimes when you have these things, one wins and one wins.
Yeah.
Neither one of them
It
are winning.
actually
They're
is
tying,
they
yeah.
can't die.
It actually is tying, yeah.
So yeah,
for sure.
But the thing is, I would have thought, without prolonging it, Deadpool would be at a more disadvantage because if you cut off his limb, he then has to grow the baby.
no,
and then
that's
it grows the baby.
that's wrong.
Oh, is that
that's
fake?
MCU.
Wait, does it straight away?
Deadpool's
Straight away.
healing is
Oh,
better
wow.
than Wolverine.
Yeah,
Oh wow!
Instant, literally instant.
instant.
Wow!
It's fake.
Yeah.
Oh, we've never seen Wolverine's limb being cut off
Yeah,
completely.
because
no,
you
we
can't.
haven't.
Yeah, that's
We
because
haven't.
that's
You
because
can't.
You can't cut off adamantium. That's why.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
So what we saw in Deadpool previous one with his little baby
Yeah,
hands on
same.
his feet.
That's
all
so
finished.
bad. Yeah, I don't know why they.
Because that would make him a disadvantage.
They probably did it because they didn't want him to be broken.
Yeah.
But we saw it with the other Deadpool. Do you remember? In the other Deadpools, in the other fight scene.
Yeah, little hands.
Yeah, they saw the little hands.
It's wrong. It's wrong. And then also, the Deadpool universe.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah,
Deadpools.
so many Deadpools. And obviously Lady Deadpool.
That was really good as well. And I was
that
his
fight
wife in
scene.
it.
Look at all that fight scene. Bang,
Yeah.
bang, right through, walking
Yeah,
through.
no, I don't,
It was
I don't
just-
really
yeah.
like that bit.
You didn't like it?
That was because they're all Deadpool.
Yeah.
So
it's-
what was the point?
It's like
They're all gonna get back up anyway.
one, they're all gonna get back
Oh,
up,
right,
and
which
two,
they
there's
did.
no way Deadpool like
He's
them
killing them
two
that
would all.
quickly.
That's
Like,
what
how
I
are they
said.
all going through Deadpool
Yes.
when they're all the same?
That's
as
what
them?
I
Yeah,
said.
true.
Doesn't
That's
really,
what I said.
and I think Lady
That's
Deadpool,
true.
she was kind of gassed
Whoa,
in the
wait.
trailer.
Yeah,
And she
yeah,
was
yeah.
She
rubbish.
didn't do
And what did
really
she do?
anything.
Yeah,
She
was
got that,
rubbish.
and that exactly. She just got killed off straight away, yeah. And obviously there was this whole hoo-ha of who was playing Lady Deadpool, and you couldn't even show us who it was. Now, obviously, I have seen that she was in the credits. That she was Lady Deadpool. Blake Lively was the Lady Deadpool, which is obviously his wife. So obviously the credits confirmed it was her. But you made this whole hoo-ha of who's Lady Deadpool, and you didn't even show her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But definitely,
But
and she got killed off very quick.
Very quickly.
yeah.
She was rubbish.
But
Very
the fight
quick.
scenes were...
But
Well,
yeah,
no, she didn't die.
On point.
No.
Yeah.
But I just mean she was the first one on the floor.
And they had to do something silly with that guy coming to stop it all because it would have just gone
Yeah,
on
every universe has a PR.
course.
And they're like, hey,
Yeah.
PR.
Yeah. And also, yeah, again, probably a minor thing as well, but the dog was disgusting.
Oh man, it's disgusting, man.
I don't know about
sorry.
you. I don't know about you out there, but I don't know. A dog licking up your face and all
No,
of that.
no.
It's just-
Disgusting.
And
it was too much.
His
His tongue was
tongue,
really
his
long.
mouth was
It was
open.
really long.
No, but Ryan's mouth was open.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's
Ah.
disgusting.
That
And
wasn't a
also,
normal dog, I don't
and
think.
no, and also the tongue was too long.
It was really
and
long.
the scenes went on too long.
it was.
There was a whole scene, and all
Come
we keep
on.
seeing is them licking up each other's tongues.
It's disgusting,
Disgusting.
man. No.
I'm sorry, it's disgusting.
Yeah, that was icky.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was.
this is like, I
Yuck,
looked at
man.
it so many times.
Yuck,
To use a Love Island term.
Yeah, but yeah. But yeah, obviously, just in general of the film. So obviously, we know the classic phrase of being, Marvel savior.
Oh.
Do we think that this film hit that?
No.
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 I wouldn't say so.
No.
I disagree. I think this will hit $1 billion. That's
Yeah,
my
probably.
opinion.
Maybe,
I think it'll hit $1
maybe.
billion.
Because
I think it made people
But it's-
aware that Marvel aren't done.
Yeah, but it's not about money though, because Marvel makes
No,
money.
it's not about money. It's not about
Marvel
I
money.
makes
think
money.
But
I
I
think it
think
was anywhere close to that.
I don't think I would say Marvel savior.
I don't
just
think
don't know if I would call it that.
he ended up being Marvel savior.
I don't think
I
so.
think the movie was definitely hyped,
Yeah.
and there was huge PR surrounding
Yeah,
the movie.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily say it didn't live up to that, but I wouldn't say the movie saved Marvel.
It just
I wouldn't say the movie even gave Marvel hope.
Yes, I think the point,
I don't think
using
it
the
is.
whole
No,
savior.
No, I
thing
don't
is
think so.
wrong.
Yeah.
Using the whole savior word is wrong because they can't just release this film and then Marvel carry on the same way. They've got to do something to respond to this, and if and the next response is going to be the one that we just reviewed, Captain America.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Brave
yeah.
New World.
Brave New World. If that sucks, then everybody's going to forget.
This is what I'm
about
saying.
Deadpool.
So yeah.
So they have to
No, but
continue.
Deadpool,
Yeah.
this movie, if you think about it, didn't do anything for the universe.
Not really.
Not really.
No, it didn't.
It was barely connected to the MCU.
No, it wasn't. It
So
was just
wasn't-
inviting all of them to the MCU.
Yeah, so it wasn't
So
necessarily
this
about
doesn't
the
really connect like that.
No,
No,
it
it
doesn't.
wasn't
Not
about
really.
the connection. It was about getting the Marvel fans
Inviting them.
back in.
And just inviting all these characters into the MCU. X-Men, Fantastic Four,
Yeah.
just Wolverine and Deadpool. Just
But that
inviting
was-
them all into the MCU.
That was the purpose of the film.
Yeah. So the Marvel Savior, I don't think that
I
title
wouldn't
should have
call it
ever
that.
been given
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
this
I wouldn't call it
movie.
that.
And I think also the future of Marvel is still so very uncertain.
It is uncertain.
because
Yeah.
of Kang's absence. So this didn't clarify anything on
No,
Kang.
nothing to
So
do with
then
that.
you didn't save Marvel then.
No, this is all just in the meantime.
It didn't
Yeah.
help any of the MCU.
No,
Because
it
people
didn't.
were expecting Loki to be in it as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because
No, Loki.
Loki's supposed to be
Yeah.
holding the whole
Exact-
MCU
that's what-
right now.
exactly.
So if there's anything
Or
that was
Kang. No
if
Kang
there's
was
anything that
in
was
it.
disappointed was it never linked to anything.
It doesn't link.
Didn't
It
link-
didn't
not
link to
really.
anything.
From a savior point of view, it's just really trying to get the fans, giving them something.
Yeah, and
it did that.
and introductions.
It did that.
I guess so.
Because
so.
Kevin Feige is talking about, he needs to introduce the mutants, and he's done that.
He's done that.
He's done that.
Yeah,
So let's
no,
move
he's
on.
done that. Yeah, that's it really.
Yeah.
It's just, like I said, introductions, just
Yeah.
introducing them.
Yeah.
But obviously, so we touched on like what we kind of thought. So let's think of like rating. Obviously, we know at currently I think it's on 8.3 of what it's been given. So
but our rating
what
out of 10.
our rating out of 10? I don't. Yeah, I mean, I would go around.
That's quite low.
And maybe we thought it was quite low. Yeah.
Alright, you go for it. I'll leave mine till last.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would go around that.
I would go for
What's
7.5 to be
what?
honest.
7.58.
Yeah.
Oh, you would?
I would do 7.5. I wouldn't do higher than that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you would have rated it lower than that.
No, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
Well,
it.
I'll stick with that then, because I was going to
Yeah,
say
7.5.
7.5. So I'll say 7.5
7.5,
then.
yeah.
I'm happy to go with that, because
7.5.
it's obviously, it's not amazing, so it's not like a 9.
No.
But 7.5
So what are you
is
thinking?
good.
7.5?
No, Aaron don't agree with that.
Yeah.
You're going with 5, innit?
No, that's low.
5
now.
or lowest 4.
You're going to go down, you could go down to 4.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah, but a 4 doesn't make sense. So what
5.
was Eternals?
No, 5.
Eternals was 1.
So you're saying
Rubbish.
it's passable?
Eternals was trash.
Eternals was 1.
Yeah.
Number
Yeah,
and
for
0
reasons-
harsh.
But for reasons, I don't think it was. Yeah. For me, the film was made through the cameos, in my opinion.
Yes, it was.
Everything else, the story for me wasn't that great.
Yeah.
The fighting was
fair
like.
enough.
It's just basic. Like even with Wolverine, I want to see proper fight. He's
Yeah,
just
Wolverine.
stabbing him
Yeah,
with
but
that head.
remember,
Yeah.
that's Hugh
No,
Jackman.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Hopefully they change that with a new actor.
Me too. I hope so.
Nothing against Hugh Jackman. I love him, but
Yeah, we
Yeah,
they
love
shouldn't.
very good.
Like, they
He's
need to do
Wolverine.
better.
Love
with him.
Yeah, they do. They do need to do
no.
better.
Deadpool's fighting's good, but like I'm talking about the whole fight scenes are not. For me, it wasn't that good.
No, I agree with it.
And,
Gambit. Aaron.
oh yeah, Gambit. Gambit
Yeah.
was the only thing though. I
He
don't
was
think anyone
brilliant.
else played that well.
Yeah.
Like Blake didn't see him a lot, and
No,
neither did
no,
no,
Alexa.
don't need to see that.
X23 never did much.
Yeah.
No, she didn't.
That was disappointing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But anyway,
sorry.
we
But anyway,
digress.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna.
Yeah. No. Any loss?
No, I was just gonna say. I was gonna ask Aaron personally. What did you think of his first 2? Then was it better?
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Deadpool 2,
No
1
way.
and 2.
Deadpool 1 and 2.
Nah.
Because you like Deadpool 1 and 2.
But I don't think we had more fight
No,
scenes.
no.
We had
way.
more fight scenes in this movie.
No,
exactly.
Because
Yeah.
No, but I liked it, but it wasn't special. I think this is definitely the best one.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine,
absolutely.
fine.
No, we agree
fine.
with
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
Absolutely.
And also, we would love to know as well if you guys think
Yeah,
that this was the
for
best
sure.
one.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
I know it's Deadpool and Wolverine,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
still
for
his
sure.
3rd movie, so yeah,
Yeah,
let's
He
go
did
with
well.
one.
He did well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
It was really,
Yeah.
really good.
So obviously, as a collective view, pretty much, we all really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
To be honest,
yeah.
we all enjoyed
Good
it. Like Sarai said, there's a little bit of gaps and maybe some things could have been cleared up.
Yeah.
Some things could have been explained, but it wasn't a case of okay, now the movie's trash.
No,
so
no.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
all in all, yeah, we really enjoyed it. So as Sarai said, yeah, we would love to hear what you guys thought of the film as well. Are you guys on the same boat as us? As yes, we enjoyed it, but it's not really Marvel Saviour, or you didn't really do anything for the MCU,
Yeah.
or
That's
you
right.
did. Like, just let us know what you guys kind of
Yeah,
thought
what
of the
you
film,
think,
and did it give you that hope per se
Mm.
for the MCU or for the future of the MCU? Let us know your thoughts as well. And if you did like this review, please like, comment, and subscribe. And check out other reviews and reaction as well. And again, thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for your engagement and for being with us on this journey. We would love to see you in future reviews and reactions, and we hope to see you as well. So at this time, we're going to say Pattern Time out.